New data has revealed that the UK has seen the biggest fall in fertility rates across G7 countries since 2010. Experts are warning the shrinking population could create serious economic challenges for future generations, not to mention the impact on families. Joining me now is Jolie Brearley, the Chief Executive and founder of Pregnant Then Screwed. Jolie, it's good to see you. You founded Pregnant Then Screwed because of the problems a lot of pregnant women have experienced when they are in work and then on maternity leave afterwards, right?
Yeah, exactly. I founded it because I had my own experience of pregnancy discrimination. I was pushed out of my job the day after I announced that I was expecting. And the data shows that 54,000 women a year are forced out of their job because they dared to procreate. That's 1 in 9. It's a woman every 10 minutes. And 77% of working mums encounter some form of discrimination in the workplace. And we know that the top 3 reasons women cite for not having children is job security, cost, and finding someone to love. And so job security is a big issue and continues to be in the UK.
Look, of course, wanting to become a parent is a personal choice, and many people just don't want to do that, and that's entirely up to them, of course. But when those that do are facing real challenges, do you think this is all feeding into this idea that our fertility rates are dropping quite quickly in the UK?
I mean, absolutely. You have to ask yourself, why would anybody want to become a parent at the moment when everything related to having a baby is in crisis? We've got maternity services that are, frankly, a mess. One of the most recent reports said that 65% of maternity units are unsafe at the moment. We've got a housing crisis. Housing is incredibly expensive. Many people can't get on the housing ladder or they can't afford to rent. And then in addition to that, we've got one of the most expensive childcare systems in the world. Our data found that 6 in 10 women who've had an abortion say that childcare costs were a factor in their decision for terminating that pregnancy. We've got a parental leave system which pays just 43% of the national minimum wage. Our paternity leave is the worst in Europe. Dads and second parents are given only 10 days off, and it's paid at a rate that just isn't affordable for many families to use it. So this places the burden, the joy, but also the burden of care on the shoulders of women. And what we're doing is just asking too much of women. We're expecting them to do the childcare, the child rearing, to care for the elderly, to do the majority of the domestic labour, and to have successful careers. And of course, many of them are just now saying, well, that's just not possible. So I'm not going to set myself up to fail like that. And ultimately, we're seeing a declining birth rate.
Jolie, I'd like to focus on a couple of things the government is being asked about at present. The first one is more employee protections. That's been in the news, of course, this week. Do you think that could play a part in helping people taking parental leave, men or women, to then come back and feel a bit more secure that their jobs are going to be there when they want to return?
Yeah, we have been campaigning for this, so we do need to see enhanced protection. The protections that the government are talking about are protections from redundancy. The previous government extended redundancy protections, so you now have enhanced protection when you're pregnant, when you're on parental leave, and for 6 months after you return. What the Labour government are talking about is making those protections even stronger so that you can only be made redundant in exceptional circumstances. We haven't seen the detail of what those exceptional circumstances are yet, so it's hard for us to say whether they will work or not. But there are other policies that this government are talking about, such as making flexible working the default way of working. And if they get that right, that will have a huge impact, because we know that certainly for many mothers, they want to return to work perhaps on a part-time basis or have other types of flexible working available to them because they're also trying to care for a new baby. And they have to take a step back in their career in order to do that, or their employer makes it completely impossible. So if this new government does get those policies right, as I say again, we really need to see the detail before we say whether they're going to work, then
yes.
It's a big influence, yes.
Look, just to finish off, Jolie, the other thing the new Labour government has been asked a lot about is the child benefit cap. It was put in place by the Conservative government, limiting payment of child benefit to 2 children. A lot of people don't like that, but life is costly, not just for those of us at home, but also for the government too. What's your view on that one?
I mean, absolutely, it needs to be lifted. We should not have that cap in place. And many organisations have shown that it's pushing lots and lots of children into poverty. But in addition to that, we also need to see an increase in parental leave pay, and we need to see a childcare system that is affordable and accessible to all children. If we fix all of those issues, we will absolutely see an increase in birth rates.
Jolie Brearley, appreciate you talking to us this morning. Thank you.